Oh.
Watching out for you. This is Newswatch 12 this morning.
Welcome back to Newswatch 12 this morning. We're going to toss it over to Stormwatch 12 meteorologist Oliver Smith over in the Weather Center. Oliver, it's a Friday and we got some beautiful sunrises in I'm looking at our weather cams, and in Medford we got kind of some pinky skies.
Yeah.
But we do have some haze in there. I will admit that. It's not the thing we want to look forward to our weekend.
It is definitely not the most ideal, but yeah, we're kind of stuck with what we've got. But it's actually pretty nice overall when you really think about it. Temperatures are actually pretty pleasant as well. But again, it is only 57 degrees in Medford. So again, very, very pleasant overall. There's no wind at this particular time. So again, there's nothing really to help to kind of stir up the atmosphere, at least in terms of the haze that we were just looking at. But current temperatures right along the Oregon coast, a pair of 51s for Port Orford and Brookings. Extending off towards the east, again, temperatures into the 40s and 50s as well. 47 for Eagle Point, 46 right now in Union Creek. Down to our south in Siskiyou County, again, temperatures primarily into the 50s with the exception of 48 degrees in Mount Shasta, 52 in Dunsmuir, 50 up in Hilt. Now extending off towards the east into Klamath and Lake counties, again, that's where the cooler temperatures are. Temperatures into the 30s and 40s. Not really sure about that 51 in Paisley. That might be a glitch in a thermometer reading or something along those lines. But a pair of 39s for Beatty and Blythe, 44 right now in Chiloquin. Now again, we were looking at the air quality from earlier before, and again, we do have the thicker smoke, especially up towards Roseburg, and this map isn't actually showing that very well at all. But again, we're still having the smoke again for the Smith River Complex fires and other fires into Siskiyou County as well. But once we go through the afternoon hours today, we'll start seeing that wind shift from the west-southwest blowing towards the east-northeast. And then eventually it'll shift back over to the northwest and then start moving towards the southeast. But again, the thicker smoke for today should stay mainly south of the Oregon border. But again, we're going to still see some of that haze like we're currently seeing now, extending into the valley for the remainder part of the day. Once we get towards tomorrow morning, we'll start seeing again some of that lingering smoke south of the Oregon border into parts of Siskiyou County. Again, that's what we're going to start in the morning. And then once we go into the afternoon hours, again on Saturday, same kind of scenario. That wind's starting to pick up out of the west. It clears out just a little bit down to our south. And here in the Rogue Valley, again, we're still going to have some light haze throughout the area. So again, it's not really going to go away anytime soon. But again, the latest air quality map, the worst air, the unhealthy air is up towards Roseburg. Again, we're moderate here in parts of the Rogue Valley and into Siskiyou County as well. So again, right now, the air quality is decent for right now, but that won't last throughout the next couple of days, although we're going to stay fairly seasonal and dry, really, for the next several days. Now, in terms of our stormcast, we're just going to see some high clouds throughout the day, but once we go along the Oregon coast, we're going to start seeing those fog and low clouds really start to develop and really kind of stick around throughout the day on Saturday. Again, we'll see some peaks of sun here and there. But again, the next system is way offshore here. Once we get towards Sunday afternoon, that'll be quickly approaching Oregon, start giving us some high clouds throughout the day as well, but the threat of rain will stay way up to the north, pretty much along the northern Oregon coast. But for today, we're going to be looking at 88 degrees here in Medford, 65 degrees in Brookings, extending out towards the east. Again, a mixture of 70s and 82 for Klamath Falls. Forecast high for today. You should drop to 48 tonight, 58 though in Medford for tonight, and 49 degrees for Mount Shasta. Now again, for the Oregon State football game for tomorrow, if you're heading to Corvallis, it'll be around 80 degrees by the time kickoff happens, and by the time the end of the game, or at least close to the end of the game, temperatures should drop right around 70 degrees. So pretty comfortable temperatures overall. So again, for Crater Lake forecast, again, temperatures staying into the 60s. Again, pretty pleasant overall. The wind should pick up a little bit though once we get towards Sunday. For the Oregon coast, if you want the warmer day, tomorrow will be your day. A little bit cooler once we get towards Sunday, a little bit more of an onshore flow, but we could see maybe a little bit more smoke as well. If you're going to wash your car in the next several days, weather looks to cooperate as well. It won't rain. I wish we could really use the rain, but it seems like every time I wash my car, that's when it decides to rain. Rogue Valley forecast again for your temperature trend. Temperatures will stay pretty much above average for the next several days. Only Monday we might get maybe a little bit below average, but not even really all that much. Again, we're going to stay dry for the next several days, and you can see that here in our Oregon coast forecast. staying into the 60s through Sunday, and then temperatures bumping up into the 70s beginning on Monday. And for Northern California, again, temperatures, well, staying between pretty much 85 and 90 degrees for the next several days. We'll see that haze, especially through at least Saturday, may be extended as well. And that's the same kind of scenario for the Klamath Basin. Again, that haze sticking around through Sunday. Temperatures a little bit cooler though, generally between about 80 to 85 degrees. And for the Cascades, again, we'll continue with the smoke and haze through at least Saturday. Again, that could be extended, but temperatures still pretty pleasant, staying into the mid to high 70s. And here in the Rogue Valley, again, we'll have the smoke and the haze through at least Saturday. That could easily come back once we get past Sunday, but temperatures will be the warmest on Saturday and then towards the latter part of next week.